So what are the differences between a personal and a business Facebook page? Let's look at Dr. Larry Winans. On the left, you're going to see his personal page, and on the right, you're going to see the business page for his practice. You'll notice on the left that there's only so far that we can see on this page unless we are the person's friend. If the person's privacy settings are up high enough, we might not be able to search for them at all. This just has personal information. You can see he's a hockey fan and personal photographs. Whereas his business page is searchable to absolutely anyone. There are no privacy settings on a business page. This shows you the practice's hours and whether or not they are open at this very second, how many people like the page, how many people have reviewed the page, and also options for calling the practice directly from this page if you were using a mobile device. Also, you'll notice you'll like a Facebook business page, but you will be a friend to a personal page. Much different. So if we were looking at a Facebook business page as a visitor, you can see that it does look similar to a personal page in its layout, but that you will see options like leaving reviews, calling the place right now if you were on a mobile device, how many people have been there if there are check-ins, and again, whether the office is open at this very second, a map and the demographic information for the office and other items. But what does it look like if you're the administrator on a business page? Let's show you. There's a lot more insight on a business administration side. You'll see that there's a new toolbar up here. There's advertising options here, and also little bits of insight throughout this page that were not on the page before. So what can a person do as an administrator on a Facebook page? Well, you can see all of the people who have liked the page and other businesses who have liked your page as well. You can also see who has commented on your page and who has shared your page. If you are someone who has people check in at your location, you can also see the check-ins, as in this example. Up in the notifications, if I clicked on activity, I can see who has physically checked in at this particular location. So how does someone become an administrator on a Facebook page, and what exactly does that mean? Well, you only want to add someone as an administrator that you completely trust to speak as the voice of your practice on Facebook. They can comment back to your patients if someone asks a question. They can post status updates and much more. So it needs to be somebody that you trust. So if an administrator logs into your business page under Settings, Page Roles, you can see all the people who have administrative access to this particular business page. Now, if you wanted to add someone to your page, they have to have first liked your Facebook page. And the reason that we do that is so the Facebook has somewhere to track it back to, the administrative request. There are different levels for administrators. An admin is full-blown access to absolutely everything, whereas an editor cannot add users, and then the levels of access go down from there. Most of the time, if you are putting someone as an administrator on your site, you would trust them to have the same access that you have, and you would choose administrator. Then all you have to do is type in the person's name or the email that they use to sign into their Facebook account. Scroll down and hit save. It'll ask you for your password again, and then it'll send a request to that person via email and also as a Facebook notification. And again, they will then have to click on it, re-enter their password to confirm, and then they will have access to the page. What that looks like when you have access to other pages is a small triangle on the right-hand side of your personal news feed. If I click on this, I can then choose to get into my business management account and act as an administrator and speak as a practices page. So the question that we get a lot is, can't I just have one business login for Facebook? And the answer is no, not anymore. Recently, Facebook made some changes so that every single administrator and every single login is able to be traced back to a specific person. So that's why you can't just have a fake account or a login just to get to a business page. You have to have an actual profile. So what sort of things do we post on a business Facebook page? Your business Facebook page is where you're showing the human side of your practice. You can post things that are informational, like this, but also things that are fun. You should be posting if you need to close your office due to a weather emergency, but also if it is your office manager's birthday. You should use photos whenever possible. People are more likely to look at a post when there is a photo to go with it. Again, posts can be informational or they can be completely silly. What matters is it's attracting people to your page. This page does a really good job of showing the silly side of their practice in order to put their patients at ease. Just remember that when you are posting as the administrator of a Facebook page, you are speaking as your business. So you'll see if you hover over this square that if I wrote something right now, I would be speaking as Love Dentistry. A great way to increase the views of your posts is to mention other businesses and tag them within your posts. Here's an example. Golden Proportions has already liked the American Academy of Pediatric Dentistry's Facebook page. So as I wrote this Facebook post, all I had to do was put an @ symbol in front of the words American Academy of Pediatric Dentistry, and Facebook automatically generated a link that will take a viewer straight to their page from my post. This post will now also appear in the American Academy of Pediatric Dentistry's news feed since I tagged them in my feed. So if someone else, a visitor, tries to post something on your business page, where does it go? Unlike a personal page, all of the posts that you see in the main section of a Facebook business page are from the business only, because it's representing the business itself. Posts from visitors appear on the left-hand side, and this is where you can respond to these comments. You can like them, you can make a comment back, and again, you'll see the hover here that you are liking and commenting as the practice. You'll also notice right above the visitor posts on the left are the reviews. Reviews are very important. You can also pull these up by clicking on the Review tab here in the Business Page toolbar, which sometimes is a little bit easier to read. Now, if you are using a patient management software like DemandForce or Smile Reminder Solution Reach, they also have their own applications that may create additional tabs. That's something you should check with your account executive and your IT person about. You should be coming back into Facebook as an administrator and responding to people's reviews. If it's a good review, say something back, even as simple as "Thanks for taking the time to leave a review. You've got a great smile." That shows the person that you genuinely care, that they took the time to say something positive about your practice. And if there is an occasional bad review, which we know happens, you need to show the person that you hear what they have to say and that you are going to try to correct the issue. But again, remember what Mom always said, and be the bigger person. If you would like more information on review monitoring, such as our rave reviews software, or how to better deal with bad reviews, just ask. Another option available with a business Facebook page is the ability to write a post ahead of time and schedule it so that it'll appear when you want it to. For example, if you'd like to wish everyone a happy Memorial Day, but you don't want to get in to your Facebook page on Memorial Day itself because you will be at home celebrating, you can write the post ahead of time and then on this drop down, choose the schedule option. This will allow you to choose the date and time of your choice for that post to actually hit your news feed. You may have also noticed this button on a Facebook business page. This is the boost button. And by boosting a post, you are actually paying Facebook to share your post with more people so that it will appear in more news feeds. So here's an example that you may not have noticed before. In my personal feed, I can see a post that says that 2 of my friends like a company called ThreadUp, and I see this post that says sponsored. This is a boosted Facebook post. This business has paid Facebook to send this post to the news feeds of my friends' friends. So let's say that you would like to boost a post in order to reach a larger audience. One thing to note before you boost a post, if it has photos, Facebook will only allow you to boost a post that has 20% of the photo or less being text. And the reason that they do that is they figure that the more text there is, the more likely it is probably an advertisement and not an actual informational post that you are trying to boost. And in that case, they want you to pay more money for that as a Facebook ad. If you are looking to advertise on Facebook rather than boost individual posts, talk to your account executive about Facebook ads campaigns. So back to boosting. In order to boost a post on Facebook, you will first need to have a credit card on file. Logged in as the administrator, go to Promote, and then go to Ads Manager. This will open up a separate screen within Facebook that contains all of your information as far as advertising and boosting posts, as well as your credit card information. When you're here, go to Billing and add your credit card here under Payment Method. Now let's go back to the business Facebook page itself and find a post that we want to boost. Find the post that you want to boost. Click the blue Boost button and it will open a separate window previewing for you what your boosted post will look like. Notice that it will always say sponsored, just like I showed you in the example. On the left-hand side, it gives you options of who you want the boosted post to go to or whose news feed it will appear in. You have 3 options: people who like your page, people who like your page and their friends. This is the one that most people choose. And people that you choose specifically through targeting. And this can be people that you choose by specific geographic location, interest, and age. We find that the second option, people who like your page and their friends, is the most effective choice because it does allow for a larger reach to a much more diverse audience. However, if you are targeting something very local specific, you would want to choose geographic targeting. Next, we have to decide on a budget. The budget is how much you are willing to pay per day for Facebook to push this post to other people. Typically, we spend about $5 per day, but you can make this whatever you would like. Here it shows you how many people you will reach by using this total budget amount. You can also choose the duration, 1 day, 7 days, or 14 days. And this will show you a breakout if you wanted to spend $15 for 3 days, or $15 for one day, how many people you will reach. We typically boost posts only for one day. Underneath, you'll see an option for a tracking pixel. This is something new to Facebook that would have to be embedded on your website itself. If you're interested in using this option, you may need help from your IT person, or just check with us and we'll help to get it set up. Next, double check that your payment method is the credit card that you set up earlier in the Facebook Ads Manager section. When you are satisfied that this is set up correctly, click Boost. The post will then be vetted by Facebook to ensure that it meets all of their guidelines. On average, it takes about 15 minutes for them to send you a notification that the ad has been approved or disapproved. You can check in your Ads Manager to see if your post has been approved or not. There's one last thing to show you on your business Facebook page, and it's another new item to the Facebook world, a verification stamp. You'll see on our page that there's a small black check mark by our name. If you hover on it, it tells the viewer that Facebook has confirmed that this is an authentic page for this business. To verify your business, go to Settings, Page Verification, and click the Edit button. It will drop down a link that says Verify this page. Click there, and it will open up a screen for you to enter the publicly listed landline phone number at your business. Next, when you hit Call Me Now, an automated line will call that number and provide you with a code to enter to prove that you are indeed physically there. Once you click Call Me Now, they will call you within a few seconds, so you will need to alert your staff if multiple people are answering the phone. After that, it's simply clicking through to get your verification stamp. And that is it for Facebook social media training.